Okay. Okay. Hi all. Good morning. So welcome to this SQL training course. Myself, Mohammed Tanveer Khan. I have around 15 years of experience in the IT industry, working as a data analyst, and I have worked as a business analyst, as a tester as well. Hope my voice is audible and screen is visible to everyone.
Yes.
I will request everyone to respond if possible, make the session interactive. So this is a SQL weekday batch, and just a minute. It's Monday to Friday, 7 to 9 a.m. IST. Duration will be 1 month. The target audience for this course, we will start from scratch. This is a purely live and interactive session. I don't have any PPTs, so the reason is we want to keep it purely hands-on, practical. So each and every concept will be explained with the help of real-time examples. And by executing the code, after each and every class, we will share the coding assignments, classroom notes, and the workbook. Okay. So the target audience are data analyst or data engineer, business analyst, ETL or SQL developer, ETL tester, or anyone who is working on the business intelligence side. So these are the target audience for this course. The course will start from scratch. No prerequisite is needed for this. Okay, so this is about the format, and this is the syllabus. We'll start from the scratch, and then the basics of SQL, then different comparison operators, different aggregate functions, which is very important, logical operators, constraints, the different type of constraints which we have in SQL, the different clauses or set operators. Okay, could be minus, intersect, union, involve, and intersect. I think it has been swapped here. The different type of joins and the window functions. These all things, and then you have a set of conceptual questions which will be discussed, and around 250 assignment questions will be shared with you. Now, before I proceed further, do you have any question?
No.
Okay, what are your expectations from this course?
So
Okay, no
can I can
response.
switch my
Hmm.
I can switch my job in the
Switch,
field of
switch
data
from
analyst.
switch into data analyst. Okay, any other thought, anyone? Any other expectation? Why you want to join this course or why you want to attend demo? Any other thought? Simply you got the link, so you joined, कि चलो ठीक है, join कर लेते हैं. Or do you have any expectation from this?
Understanding the data in the SQL database, like the semi-structured data into a structured format by
Mhm.
applying the variant conditions like the join condition, store procs, and all.
Okay, so stored procedures will not be covered here. That comes into PLSQL. So we don't cover the stored procedure functions triggers here. That's a part of PL SQL posts.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Fine. So, but yes, the the concepts, whatever will be covered, that will be from the very scratch. We'll try to understand the things from the engine perspective, how the engine executes the query. Okay.
like the OLTP and ETL stuff.
OLTP, OLAP, these all are the ETL part that is not covered in SQL. OLTP, OLAP, dimension table, fact table, star schema, snowflake schema. These all are part of ETL. We don't
Okay.
cover that in SQL. So that is why, let me show you the syllabus again. So these all things will be covered in this course. I know those who are from the non-technical, they might be confused. So the topics what you're telling, no, those topics comes under ETL. Okay, stored procedures, functions, triggers, someone asked. Those topics comes under PLSQL. So in this SQL, we'll be covering strictly these topics. But if you want to understand it, then we can you explain like what is SAR schema, Snowflake schema, or OLTP, OLAP. So we can take a separate session on it. That's a different topic of discussion. I can explain that. Okay, or you can find that on my YouTube channel as well, but that is fine. But that is not a part of the syllabus. I want to make it clear.
Oh, okay. I'm unable to see the screen.
Screen is not visible. Sorry, let me share again. Is it not visible to everyone? Just,
Yeah, I
just a minute. I'm sharing again.
okay.
Is my screen visible now?
Yeah, now I can able to see that.
Okay, so this is just I'm showing you like how we cover, how we teach in the class. Like suppose if you're executing any query, so how the query is getting executed at the backend by the engine. So all those things will be covered during the class so that you can understand if you're writing a query, what is exactly happening at the backend by the SQL engine. And this is the workbook day by day, what all topics, what all coding we have done. It will be shared with you. So any other expectation, any other question if you have, or should I proceed? No questions? Okay, fine.
Uh, Hello.
Yeah, yeah, yes, please tell me.
Uh, like I have a more than 6 7 year of experience, so I can't
Hmm,
apply as a fresher for SQL.
hmm,
So
hmm,
can we work on any live project? So like I can take those as my experience and I can explain those things in
hmm,
interviews.
hmm. Good question. Very good and valid question. So I know like many folks are there who are in the non-technical field, maybe in manual testing, or maybe in the support side, or sales team, or accounts team, or the recruitment team, talent acquisition team. Now they want to switch into that data analyst domain. See, if you have 5, 6, 7, 8 years of experience, whatever it may be, okay, in the non-technical side. So if you will tell during the interview, I was working in this particular area. So even if they will consider you for data analyst, they will consider you as a fresher. Okay. For that, what you have to do, you don't have to tell you're working in some other domain. You have to tell that 5 years you're working in into the data analyst only. Is it making sense what I'm telling? Is that clear to everyone? You have to tell I was working into data analyst only, but it's not like you will tell I'm working and they will agree. They will trust you, right? You have to prove it. So that is why during this course, whatever topics I'll be covering, I'll be giving the real time examples as well, the projects in which I have worked. Okay. And even the assignment questions are based on the real time examples. And then I have taken a 3 hours workshop on data analyst. So those who are interested once the course is over, so they can get that recordings. Okay. So from that recording, you will get an idea of what exactly happens in a data analyst project.
Your
And
voice
then
is
is the voice not audible? Is it for everyone? Is the voice is not audible or you're facing some problem?
No, voice are clear.
from my side. I'm not able to
For others, is the voice audible clearly?
Yes.
Yes, you are
Yeah,
audible from
it's
my side.
audible from.
Okay. Okay, okay. Thank you. So, Rajeshi, maybe please check at your end, your headset or connection. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So
This.
that's what, yeah, sure. So that's what I was telling. Okay, in this course, whatever SQL I'll be teaching you, that will be from the real-time example, so that you can quote those examples during the interview, and the interviewer will trust you. Okay, oh, this guy has worked as a data analyst. Okay, so that is why we don't have any PPT. We have kept this course purely practical, hands-on. Okay, but yes, you have to regularly attend the course. It will be of 1 month duration. Don't skip or don't miss any class. Work on the assignments. Okay, so that will be more than enough. But I'm not telling you for data analyst, only SQL is sufficient. If you're planning for data analyst, and I know many of you have enrolled for data analyst. So if you're planning for data analyst, generally they ask questions from SQL, then Python, then Power BI, and advanced Excel. But more than 50% questions will be from SQL. But I'm not telling you, I'm not claiming this SQL is sufficient to crack data analyst job profile. No. If you're preparing for data analysts, you have to be strong in these 4 modules. Okay. And those who have enrolled for a data analyst course, SQL is your first module. Once SQL is over, then we will start Python for you, then Power BI, Advanced Excel. And for data analyst students, at the end, they will get a special session on resume building, then mock interview, and then end-to-end data analyst project will be given to them. Okay. So any other question? Have I answered your question, whoever has asked this question?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. So the summary is whatever I'm covering in this class, you have to listen to that because everything will be based on the real-time project on which I have worked. And if you will understand each and everything, so you will get a fair idea of what are the roles and responsibilities of a data analyst. And the same you can explain in the interview. I know like many of you have this confusion. Ketan, let's say I'm working into the sales team. Then how I can show, okay, I was working as a data analyst. See, even if you're working as a sales team and data analyst job profile is such a profile key which is needed in each and every department. You have a data analyst in HR, you have a data analyst in the sales team, okay, in the product team, in the marketing team, because each and every team wants to understand the business, the data. So even if you're working as a support or testing or any other profile, you can tell, okay, I was working as a data analyst. Now it's not like suppose in your relieving letter or in your service letter, if it is mentioned as okay, you're working as a support specialist or talent acquisition team. So in project or in companies, what happened? Like suppose you have been hired for Java and there is no Java project. So it's not like they will keep you idle. They will map you in some other project. Maybe you have to work on PLSQL. You have to work on mainframe. So it happens, right? Similarly, if you have been hired as a business analyst, but let's say there is no project on business analyst, maybe they can map you into the ETL testing or data analyst. So it's not necessary the job profile for which you were hired, you'll be working on the same profile. So you can tell that, yes, I was working into that support team, but I was mapped into the data analyst project. And the HR, the recruiters, they know this key, it happens. But for that, they will ask you, okay, what are the roles and responsibilities of a data analyst? What all challenges you have faced? So that you should be well aware before the interview. And from that, you can get the confidence of the interviewer. Hope I answered your question, right? Any other question, anyone?
No.
Okay.
Tanvir, Ramesh here.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, so, as you told, like for the data analyst role, we need these skill sets.
Yes.
SQL, Python, Power BI, and those. So, how much years we can survive with this, or else or else we need to keep on studying other things as well.
Your
I
question
mean,
is how much we have to study? Sorry, I didn't get your question.
no. So, if you are I mean, if you are taking the course for SQL, Python, Power BI, and advanced, is that okay to survey in the industry for another 10 years or 15 years maybe?
Very good question. Very good question. Very good question. See, I'm telling SQL, Python, Power BI, Advanced Excel. If you have learned this, okay. And if I'm telling you, if you have learned this, I'm not telling you have mugged up the ready-made set of interview questions. That will not help. If I'm telling if you have studied this, it means you should know a nut and bolt of the system. You should be very aware of it. You should know the practical implications, the applications. Then that is sufficient to clear the data analyst job profile. Okay, but if your question is, I want to understand how to survive in the IT industry for the next 5 years or 10 years. So the next 5 years or 10 years is the era of data science. Okay, then machine learning, then artificial intelligence. And you all know this, right? It's nothing new, I'm telling you. But to enter into the world of data science, okay, actually, this is the path. Let me show you. Data analyst. From this, you can switch into the data science. Data science is nothing but your data scientist, then machine learning, and then artificial intelligence. Actually, this is the path. Okay. So currently, most of the project in the IT industry is based on data. Most of the projects are based on data. That is why the demand for these job profiles, especially data analysts and data engineers, are like anything. There is a huge demand. That's another topic of discussion. Recently, it's slowness is there in the IT industry, and Trump has implemented that tariff war is going on. So because of that, the business owners, they're not rolling out new projects. That's a different topic of discussion because the recession is a cyclic process in IT industry. It happens after every 5 and 6 years, right? But the demand for data analysts and data engineers like anything. Okay. So currently, most of the projects in the IT industry is based on data because the business, they are generating huge volume of data. You can understand it, right? To check your social media applications, your maybe like YouTube, Insta, and WhatsApp, Facebook. So can you imagine the volume of data they're generating on a daily basis? Your social media platform, Flipkart, Amazon, the volume of transactions they're generating on a daily basis, right? It's very huge. So that is why the companies, they want someone who can analyze those data, who can store those data, process those data, do the business transformations on top of it, so that the stakeholders, the client, the CTO, the CEO, they can understand how the business is performing, right? So that's the reason data analysts, data engineers, they are in huge demand these days in IT industry. But this is the trend: data science, machine learning, and AI. So I'm not telling this will be sufficient to excel or survive in the IT industry for the next 5 years. Okay. Because the things are changing at a very rapid pace. You all know that because of AI, right? So as per my experience and my understanding and what I heard from the industry leaders, they are telling, okay, you have to be strong in these programming languages. And apart from that, you should be also aware of that basic, at least basics of AI. You should be aware about the basics of machine learning. So I'm not claiming that this will be sufficient to survive in the IT industry for the next 5 years. Okay. So, but you have to follow a process. First, start learning this, and then work as a data analyst for minimum 2 to 3 years, and simultaneously start learning the skill sets which is needed for data science. For data science, because currently I'm doing my master's MTech from IIT in machine learning, AI, and data science only. So as per my experience, whatever I learned so far, mathematics is very important for data science or machine learning models if you want to create. In mathematics, you should know the basics of the stats like mean, median, mode, probability, vector, calculus, trigo, then algebra, coordinate geometry. That means like if you know the basic syllabus of class 10th, 11th, and 12th mathematics. I'm not telling you become masters in mathematics. At least the basic definition, if you know, So that will be sufficient. Okay. And I know like many folks, they don't have a soft corner, they don't like mathematics. But unfortunately, no one can decline this. Currently, IT industry is based on mathematics only. So if you want to explore this world of data science, machine learning, AI, so and this will be, means if you are able to explore this and if you're planning for this, so then you will not survive only, you will excel in the IT industry. Okay. But you have to follow a process. Many times, well, I have seen freshers, they will directly start learning data science. You can learn, I totally understand. Okay, but it's difficult when you will get project to work on it. It's like second standard student. I'm telling them to start preparing for class 10 syllabus. You can understand the difficulty, right? That is why go step by step. First, data analyst, work there for 2 to 3 years. Why I'm telling you to work for 2 to 3 years, you'll get an idea. What are the skills needed? What are the challenges you face in handling the data? What type of report you have to prepare? What is the ask of the client? What is the expectations? So you will get a fair idea. You will understand what are challenges we face, how to process data, how to analyze data, how to visualize data. And then when you will enter the world of data science, it will be a little bit easy for you. And then it will make more sense for you. And then from there, explore the world of machine learning and AI. So this is the path. Hope I answered your question.
Yes. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Uh, any other question or should I proceed? Okay, so this is the class format, Monday to Friday, 7 to 9. Duration is 1 month. After the class, recording will be shared and classroom notes, Excel workbook, assignments. These 4 documents will be shared after the class, after each and every class. During the class, I strictly recommend not to make a note of anything. Just listen to my lecture because everything will be shared after the class. And you have full freedom to ask any type of question. Don't hesitate in asking a question. Make the session interactive. I will never tell you to wait and ask question at the end. You have full freedom to interrupt at any point of time and ask questions. We will start the session from scratch. I assume that you don't know anything about programming language or SQL or database. Okay. Fine, then let's proceed further. And if you have any question, you can ask in between. Okay, so the question is, first of all, why SQL is so much important these days in the IT industry. Like it has become bread and butter. You go for any job profile, they will ask SQL. Any idea, anyone? Why? Any thought? Okay, see, like the most of the businesses, they're generating huge volume of data these days. I have given you the example of social media applications, e-commerce side, your sensor data, satellite images. So many such uh, sources are there who are generating huge volume of data. Now we need someone who can store this data, process this data, transform this data, visualize this data, present report based on this data. So for that, we need data analysts, data engineers, business analysts, and the ETL testers. Okay. But the question is how to do all these activities, right? So for that, we need SQL and Python as well, both. Okay. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. Is my screen visible to everyone? Is the font visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So SQL stands for Structured Query Language. And it is in the IT industry for the last approx 45 years. Okay. SQL language has the capability, with the help of this, you can store data, you can process data, you can prepare reports with the help of this. Okay, all those things you can. It means if you want to play with data, you can do it with the help of SQL. So that's why like SQL is bread and butter, and that is the reason like currently You go for any job profile. You open naukri.com or LinkedIn, check any job description. They will ask SQL. And I think you all will agree with me, right? So that's why no compromise with SQL. And it's not like they are asking only theoretical questions these days. Now they're asking the practical questions. They will give you business problem and you have to solve it. Okay. That is what it is, purely practical. So that is why SQL is like bread and butter these days in the IT industry. Now let's start. Suppose you are working, let's say, take the example of Amazon. Okay. You're working in the Amazon database. So, like the volume of transactions happening on the Amazon database on a daily basis, right? So you have to store those transactions, correct? Yes. Before processing or analyzing or preparing reports, the first task is to store the data, right? Now, to store the
Yes.
data, we need tables. Like how if you want to stay somewhere, you need house, right? So similarly, if you want to store data, we need tables. The table is an object in the world of database where we can store, or you can tell in a layman term, we can save data. Okay. So suppose this table name is Amazon, and in this, suppose I have customer ID, customer name, location, product, amount, gender. So these all informations I'm trying to save in my Amazon table for a particular customer. Okay. Let's take the example of Ramesh. Let's say customer ID is 1. Ramesh, you are from which location? Your city?
Yeah, I'm from Tamil Nadu, Coimbatore.
Tamil Nadu. Shall I write Chennai here?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's say Ramesh, Ramesh, any product recently you purchased from Amazon? Any random product you can tell me?
Shoe.
Sorry?
Shoe.
Shoe. Okay. So Ramesh purchased shoes, let's say for 2000 rupees. Okay. Where is the number of? And gender is male. So this is just one example I'm showing you. This is how the data is stored, but I'm storing that in this Excel sheet. Then later I will show you how we can store this in a database. And then let's take another example. Suppose we have Ajay, can you go on mute, please? I'm getting some background noise. Uh, Mahendra, you are from which
Sorry.
location? No issues, no issues. Mahendra, your city, location.
Karnool.
Sorry,
Karnool.
is this what you spell? Can you tell me the spelling? Karnaul.
No. KURNOOL. Double
Karnoul.
O
Double O
OOL.
L.
Double O L. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So any recent product which you ordered on Amazon or anything you
Mobile.
can mobile. Okay. So let's say Mahendra purchased mobile for 15,000. And this is again mail. Okay. Then let's say I will take one more example. Bhavna. Bhavna, you are from which city?
I'm from Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Okay. Any recent product you ordered from Amazon?
Nothing.
Let's suppose laptop I will take. Okay. Suppose you purchase for 50,000. Okay. So this is how we store data in Excel sheet, right? And you can understand like when you place an order from Amazon or Flipkart, any platform. So if you go to the orders section of it, right? So you can see all the details, right? I think you all must have observed this. If you go to the orders section, you could see your name, the product, what you ordered, the quantity, amount which you paid, and your delivery location, right? These all details will be there. So I'm showing this on an Excel sheet, but now the question is how to create this table in a database. Because the reason is Excel sheet has a limitation. You cannot store, let's say if you want to store 2 million records, you cannot store in Excel sheet. Even I think after 1 million, it will start crashing. So that is why we need database where we can store huge volume of data. Okay. Now, if I'm talking about database, so we have different database. Like we have Oracle, we have Microsoft SQL Server, then we have Netezza, Teradata, Postgres, Snowflake. These are some of the common databases. Okay. But the common thing among all these databases, if you know SQL language, you can write your queries on any of this database. Okay. And I'll be teaching you generic SQL, which can be written on any of this database. It's exactly if you know how to write a car, you can write a car of any brand, right? If you know how to write a car, you can write a car of Tata, Hyundai, or Toyota, Audi, any brand, right? Similarly, if you know how to write a SQL query, you can write a query on any database. But in this course, I'll be teaching you mostly on Oracle and Microsoft SQL Server. But let's say in your project, if you're working on Snowflake, so please don't get confused, Kitanvir, you are teaching on Oracle or Microsoft SQL Server, but I am working on a Snowflake. That doesn't matter. Whatever code I'll be sharing with you, I'll be executing. Same code you can try on a Snowflake or Postgres on any other database, it will work. Okay. Hardly 1% syntax difference will be there. So wherever those differences will be there, I will let you know. Is this clear? Okay. So this is the Oracle database. You might be thinking how to download it. So I will share the link to download it. You can download it. But the installation process of this Oracle SQL developer is very complicated. Why I'm telling complicated, it has a lot of steps. And if you will miss any step, the installation will fail, and after that, it will not install. Even if you'll try to uninstall, it will not work. Why I'm telling you all those things, if you want to install, that is fine. I will share the link. My recommendation is we have one more Oracle version, which is browser-based version. Okay.
Tanvi, one question from my side. Like
Yes.
previously, I worked on the Microsoft SQL. So
Yes.
this is for my office system, but I currently am using my Mac right now. So is there anything can we download in the Mac? The Oracle system in the Mac?
Good question. That is why I'm giving this alternative here. Those who are working in your official laptop. So of course, they will not allow to download anything, right? So what
Right.
you have to do, you can practice here. Type Oracle Live SQL. Okay.
Okay.
You will get this page. Click on it. Click on Start Coding. This is browser based. No need to download anything. Even if you're working in your official laptop, you can use it because this is browser based. You're not downloading anything, you're not installing anything. That's the best part about it. Okay. You have to click on sign in here. Okay. And if you are the first time user, you have to create your account. You will get an option of you see create account. You have to click on create account. Then it will ask few details about you. Give those details. Maybe it will ask your company name and your job profile. So you can give any company name, any job profile. They're not going to validate it. Just your email ID should be the correct one because they will send one link on that ID and you have to confirm it. That's all. Okay. Is that clear? So
Yeah,
once you will sign in, then you're going to start coding on it. So my recommendation is because it's just starting with this. Okay. And if you will involve in downloading this Oracle now, so maybe this is a bit complicated. You will get confused. That is why I strongly recommend for the first week, go with this option, Oracle Live SQL, write your code here, whatever you want, and that will be executed. But if you want, no, I want to download that Oracle SQL developer, your wish, you can download it. I'm not stopping anyone from downloading it, your wish. But because we have seen this in the previous batches, the students, they struggle to download. So that is why we recommend you can practice here only, Oracle Live SQL. I will share you the link of Microsoft SQL Server as well. If you want, you can download Microsoft SQL Server. Okay. So means you have full freedom. You can practice anywhere, either Oracle SQL Developer or on this browser-based version of Oracle or Microsoft SQL Server. You can practice anywhere. But if you will ask my recommendation, I will recommend to practice here because you don't have to download anything. It's very simple. Just sign in and you can start coding. But it has one limitation, one problem. If you keep it idle for, let's say, 15-20 minutes, it will automatically log out. And then again, you have to log in. And sometime the code, whatever you will write here, if you log out, maybe it will be deleted. So make a copy of code, whatever you write here. Shall I proceed further? Okay. So now this is the Amazon table. Now, I will show you how to create this table in a database. So what you have to do, you have to write create table. The moment you will write create table, the SQL engine will understand you want to create a table. Then you have to give the name of the table. Suppose I want to create a table with the name Amazon. So I have to write Amazon. And you can create a table with any name. There's no restriction on it. There are some simple rules and regulations which we'll discuss at a later point of time. But as of now, just understand you can create any table. Okay. And for that, you have to write create table. Hope this is clear to everyone so far. Okay. Now what you
Yeah,
have to do.
I'm sorry to interrupt in between. I got
Yeah.
SQL Server Management Studio 2018 in my laptop.
Mhm.
So for the rest of the class, are we going with Oracle SQL Developer or in SSMS or something?
Sometime I'll be teaching you on SSMS. Sometime I'll be
Okay.
teaching in Oracle. But as I told, you have full freedom. You practice anywhere. You can practice on Oracle. You can practice on SSMS. Your wish. The code will work everywhere. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
I think 1 minute. Let me show you SSMS aspect. This is the one you have, right?
Yeah, 2018. Yeah,
Okay.
this one,
So we
2021
can
version.
practice on anyone. You can practice
Okay.
here or you can practice there. Both will work.
Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other question? Okay. Now I will show you how to create a table, but that is what I'm showing you here. You have to write create table, table name, and then within parenthesis, within bracket, you have to mention the columns, what all columns you want. So we need these columns. So these are known as columns. Columns, also known as headers, also known as fields, also known as attributes. So in few projects, you will listen people telling them as columns. Someone will call them as headers, fields, or attributes. So they all mean the same, but generally it is known as columns. So in this Amazon table, how many columns I have as of now? I have 6 columns, right? But there is no restriction on the number of columns in a table. You can create a table with 6 columns, with 10 columns, with 100 columns, and even with 1 column, that is allowed. There's no restriction on it. Hope this is clear. Okay. And these are known as records. This is one record. This is another record. This is another record. So these are known as records, also known as rows. So in this Amazon table, how many records we have? We have 3 records or 3 rows. But for records as well, there is no restriction. You can create a table with 1 record. You can create a table and save 100 million records. That's also allowed. Hope this is clear so far. Any question?
No.
Okay. Now I will show you how to create this in the database. So what you have to do, first of all, you have to write create table, table name, and then you have to mention the columns, right? These columns has to be separated by comma. Okay. All this you have to separate by comma. Okay. After that, you have to mention their data type. Data type means what type of data you want to store in these columns. Like you'll take this example of cust ID. So here what you're storing. We're storing numbers on integers, right? So in a column, if you're storing numbers or integers, you have to mention int. Int means integer. So it means you are telling to the SQL engine, okay, in this column, I'll be storing only numbers or integers. It's exactly like if you're organizing a party. So you have to understand the test of your guest now, right? You have to make arrangement for veg. You have to make arrangement for non-veg as well, right? So similarly, you have to tell to the SQL engine with these columns what type of data they're going to store. If you want to store numbers, so the data type will be int, which means integer. You have to write it here. Okay. Now in a column, if you want to store alphabets, then the data type will be varchar, and you have to give a size. Suppose it is 50. If I'm giving 50, it means maximum 50 characters can be stored. if you have more than 50 characters, you can give here varchar 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, whatever you want. Or if you have less characters to be stored, you keep it varchar 10 or even varchar 1. So based on the type of data which you want to store, you can give varchar 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever you want. So during this course, mostly you will see I will be taking varchar 50. Is this clear so far? Any question?
Like Tanvir, why we are using varchar instead of only character?
You can use char as well. We will discuss in detail later point of time. What is the difference between varchar and char? So when we will
Mhm.
discuss the data type class, no, I will explain you that. But
Okay.
if your question is, no, I want to keep char only, will it work? Yes, it will work. But because
Okay.
of some reason, we prefer varchar. Varchar means variable character.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay.
good. So now can you tell me for the next column location, what should be the data type?
Okay.
Again, varchar. For product,
Same.
varchar. Amount,
Integer.
integer. Good. Gender,
Work.
varchar. And then you have to give semicolon at the end. So this is your final script to create a table. And within this table, you have to mention the columns and then the data type. If you will forget or if you'll miss to give the data type of any column, it will throw error message. The code will not work. So you have to be very careful here. Now you could see a small green color button here, right? You could see this. It's present here. If you're working on the browser-based version, so you'll find that button here. Okay. If you're working on SQL Server, so you have that button here, execute. And the code which I'm going to execute now, you can execute the same code on any of this, it will work. So far clear, everyone? Am I going too slow? You want me to increase the pace or is it fine? Any suggestion, any feedback?
Oh, it's fine.
Okay. So now you have to click on this run button. Uh, this is expired. We have to reset the password for this. So ignore this. I will execute this on SQL Server. Password has expired. Okay, let me execute it here. Okay. Is the font visible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have to select it and click on this execute button. Now, can you see some error message? There is already an object named Amazon in the database. So it is throwing error message. The reason is already in the database, I have a table with the name Amazon. So rule wise, it is not allowed to create two tables with the same name. It's not allowed. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is why SQL engine is throwing error message. It is not allowed to create two tables with the same name, Amazon. You cannot create it. Hope this important point is clear.
Yes.
Okay. So now the question is what to do? What to do for it? Now you have two options. Now you have two options. Either you can delete the table, the previously created table, okay, or you create the new table with a new name. Okay, is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. You delete the previously created table, or you create the new table with the new name, right? So the deleting the previously created table is not that easy because maybe it will be having some important data. Okay. And for that, you have to take the permission. Okay. You have to take the permission from the client. Okay. Can you just give me 1 minute? I'll be back. Just allow me 1 minute. Okay. So deleting the previously created table is not that much easy. You understood the reason why? Is that clear? Why? Because in that table, you already will be having data. So for that, you have to take the permission from client. Okay. Now, if the client approves it, then only you can delete it. So never ever delete any table without client permission. And that should be over email. Okay. But suppose the client is telling you cannot create that table, you cannot delete the previous table, then you have to create a new table with new name. Maybe you can write Amazon 1 or Amazon new, anything. Then you can create it. Okay. But suppose if you have to create the previous Amazon table, so you can write drop table Amazon. This is the syntax you have to use. But how it works at the back end, we'll discuss at a later point of time. You see, we have this in syllabus. See, difference between delete, drop, and truncate. When we'll discuss this, we'll discuss in detail how it works. Okay. So as of now, just understand if you want to delete a table, you have to write drop table. and the table name. Now, commands completed successfully. It means the previously created Amazon table has been deleted now. Now, if I will execute this, check, see, this Amazon table has been created in the database. Hope this is clear. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the question is, okay, you have created the table. What next? The next task is to store data. Yes or no? You have constructed a house. What next? You will go and stay there, right? You will start living there. Similarly, if you have created a table, the next task is to store data. Now, how to store data in a table? For that, you have to write insert into table name and values. Insert into Amazon, which means you want to insert, you want to save, you want to store some data in the Amazon table. And then you have to write values, which means what all values you want to store. Got it? So let's say you want to store this particular record. So then you have to mention these record here. One important point, very important point here. This has to be strictly in this order. First is customer ID. So first there should be customer ID. Then this is customer name. Then the next should be customer name, which is Ramesh. Okay. And then this is location. Then this has to be location. Let's say Chennai. Then product. Then this has to be product. Let's say shoes.
Yeah, Tanvi, you're not audible to me.
Am I not audible to everyone?
No, you are audible, Tanvir.
Okay, Raj, maybe you check your headset because others I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Maybe Rajarshi, can you please check your headset? So then product is shoes and then amount, right amount. Then gender, mention gender. It means this has to be strictly in this sequence. Strictly, you cannot swap it. You cannot change the position. Hope this is clear, right? The second important point is the columns which are varchar, like cust name, varchar. All the columns which are of varchar nature has to be in inverted quotes, like customer name, inverted quotes, location, inverted quotes, product, inverted quotes, gender, inverted quotes. This is mandatory. Then keep a semicolon at the end and then execute it. One row affected. It means one row, one record has been inserted in this Amazon table. So far, we have studied how to create a table and how to insert data in a table. Any questions so far? No questions. Now then you can ask a question. Okay, Tanvir, you have created a table, you stored the data, but what is the proof? Can you show that to us, right? If you want to check the data which has been saved in the table, you have to write this command select. Select means to display. Select means to display, which means you are telling SQL engine to display. You'll write a star, this asterisk, which means you're telling please display all the columns. Then you have to write the table name. From where? From the Amazon table. That is what select a star from Amazon. It means please display all the columns from this Amazon table. Now, if I'm executing it, so what all records you save? One Ramesh Chennai shoes 2000 mail. We are getting this data here, right? Correct? Hope this is clear.
Yeah.
Similarly, if you want to insert another record, just copy this. Now, second record, what was the second record here? This is the second record. So you can write it to Andhra. Mobile. Okay, this is mail order. You can also do one thing. You can insert two rows at a time. That is also allowed. Suppose I want to insert this as well. So this is also allowed. So this is 3. Bhavna, Hyderabad, laptop, 3000. Now select both this script and execute it. Now if you will check the data, you'll be having 3 records, right? Excuse me. So this is how you can create a table and you can save data in a database. I hope it is clear so far.
Yeah.
Question? No questions. Okay.
No question so far.
Hmm.
If at all, instead of creating the rows 2 and then we are going for 3, if at all we are going for 3 and 2, does the database take as per the numerical order or else
No,
as per the execution lines?
no. There is no guarantee for it. If I'm executing this code and if you're getting customer ID 1, then 2, and then 3, it's not necessary. It will always be. Maybe the next time I will execute, this can be in random order. There's no guarantee for order. If you're thinking, Tanvir, this is in ascending order, so always this will be in ascending order. No, no guarantee. If your question is, Tanvir, in my project, I have a requirement. If I have to sort this customer ID in ascending or descending order, or anything, let's say name in either ascending or descending order, then how to do that? Then we have the concept of order by. Where is that? This one. So here we will study how to arrange the data, how to sort the data in SQL. Hope I answered your question.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, suppose in this Amazon table, my client is asking me, if Tanvir show me the records, let's say, show me the records who are from Chennai. Yeah. Client is asking, and see, this is the typical task of a data analyst. You'll be working very closely with the clients, the stakeholders, and they will ask this type of data on a daily basis. They show me the monthly revenue report department wise. Show me the department where the revenue has increased this month as compared to the previous month? By how much percentage the profit has decreased in a particular department? In which location we have the maximum profit? So this is a typical task of a data analyst. Okay, and that is why you have to be strong in SQL actually. This is the reason. Hope this is clear. Okay. Now suppose the client is telling, hey, show me the location where it is, Chennai. So what we have to do, we have to use where keyword here. Actually, where acts as a filter. Whenever you have to filter the data, you have to use where keyword. You don't have to mug up anything. See what all I have covered n number of times, at least 200, 300 times, or more than that. These all queries will be executed in this course. You don't have to mug up anything. Don't by heart anything. So whenever you have to apply filter, you have to use the where keyword. Now on which column you want to apply filter? Location. So you have to write where location equals to Chennai. Which means we are telling to the SQL engine, okay, fetch or display only those records where location is Chennai. Now see, I'm executing this query. Are you getting only Chennai record? Right? So you have only Ramesh here, just from Chennai. I hope this is clear. Which means whenever you have to apply filter, you have to use the where keyword, and with the help of this, you can apply filter. But the question is, how at the backend, when executed this query, I got this output. But at the backend, how this query is getting executed, that is what we have to understand. And for that, this is very important, SQL order of execution. See, the way how you write query and the way how engine executes query is different. Your SQL engine follow this order. It means, first of all, it will start with the from keyword. I know you'll be surprised, Kitanvi, you have written select first. I totally agree. That is why this is known as user order of execution. It means as a user, how you have to write a query. And this is known as SQL order of execution. It means how SQL will execute your query step by step. Just start with the from keyword. First of all, from will be executed. This is from Amazon, which will take a copy of the Amazon table. Hope this is clear. It will search the Amazon table in the database. It will take a copy and it will keep it in the temporary memory. Okay. I'm telling you how at the back end engine executes your query. Now, after from, the where keyword will be executed. Okay, where will be executed. Now, what is the task of where keyword? Where is used to filter the data. Okay. But on which column you want to filter? Location. So engine will understand, oh, this is the column on which we have to filter the data. Is it making sense? Right?
Yeah.
Then engine will try to find which value we have to filter. So we have to filter Chennai. Then the SQL engine will start searching this Chennai in this location column one by one. It will start with the first record. Is this Chennai, the one which you are searching?
Yes.
Yes. So this record will be selected. Now I have a question for you, for everyone. We are searching for Chennai and we found Chennai here in the first record itself. That's a coincidence, right? So do you think engine will stop here or it will keep on searching the other set of records as well?
It
What do you
will
think?
check for the full table.
Yes. You are searching for Chennai, you found it here, but engine will not stop here. It will keep on searching the next set of records as well. Okay. Then it will search here. Is this Chennai? No, this is not Chennai. So this record will be rejected. Now, the next record. We're searching for Chennai, but this is Hyderabad. So this will be rejected. So finally, only one record is selected, this one. And the remaining this is two records are rejected. Then engine will execute the select keyword. Now, what is the task of select? Select means to display. It means we are asking SQL engine to display. But what you're asking to display here is star. What is the meaning of a star? Star means all the columns. It means you're telling SQL engine to display all the columns. Is it making sense? Are you people able to understand? So it will copy all the columns along with the selected record. And that's why this is what finally you are getting at the output. Now, any question? Is this clear, ladies and gentlemen? Any question? You people are not asking question here.
Yes.
Clear?
If at all there
Okay.
are multiple column locations naming Chennai, it will display all the name tags with the Chennai, right?
You mean like if you have multiple records with Chennai, it will show all the records. Is that your question?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. Let me show you that. Suppose, let me insert one more record. Okay. Suppose 4. I will take just you, Arvind. Suppose you're also from Chennai. And Arvind bought, let's say, AC, 40,000. So now in the Amazon table, where is the Amazon table? We have this data. We could see an entry for Arvind as well here, right? Now this is the Amazon table. There you go. Now this is the Amazon table. Now see, I'm executing the same query, this one. I'll check what all you're getting in the output. Are you getting both? Submission, Arvind?
Yeah.
Okay. So what all records you have from Chennai, you will get all those records in the output. I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similarly, you can apply filter on any column. I've just shown you how you can apply filter on location, but you can apply filter on any column. Fine. Suppose you want to apply filter on gender. You can write gender equals to male, female, whatever you want. You can apply filter on amount, any column. Okay. Now, same code which I've executed now, I will show you a you can execute this on Oracle as well. See, same code. First of all, so create this Amazon table. Here also you're getting name is already used, which means already an Amazon table is in the database. So I will delete it. So now table has been created. First, let me insert this record. Then this record. This record. Check the data. Got it? That's why I told if you know SQL query, you can practice on any platform. So now I'm practicing on this Oracle Live SQL. I'm getting this output. Hope this is clear, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me show you one more interesting example. Suppose, let's say I have anyone here who is from Chennai. I have mentioned Ramesh. Apart from Ramesh, Arvind, anyone from Chennai? No one. Suppose I'll take Tom. Tom is from Chennai. He has purchased fridge for 30,000. I'm inserting one more record. Oh, sorry. एक record और डालना पड़ेगा. Just I'm sorry. Mistake हो गया. Now, this is the data. Okay. So copy नहीं हो पाता. I will take the screenshot of it because it's difficult to copy it. Okay. So now this is your Amazon table. Okay. Now listen carefully. Now the client is asking the same question. It will fetch me the records of those customers who are from Chennai. I will execute this query, right? Same query I have to execute. I'm executing the same query, this one. Okay. So now this is the output. My question is, do you think this is the correct output?
No.
No.
Why?
The Chennai
John
with the
is
cats
missing.
for Tom.
Hmm.
For the John.
John is also from Chennai, no? But why we are not getting John in the output? Do you think client will agree with this data? Never.
No.
Client will tell Tanvir, John is also from Chennai, but why you are not displaying it? You are just displaying Arvind, Ramesh, and Tom. That is fine. They are from Chennai, but we have John as well from Chennai. Why you are not displaying it, right? Valid question.
Yes.
So can you tell me anyone Why we're not getting John in the output? Any idea? Any clue?
I
Because
guess
this
because of the characters of Chennai.
Case sensitive.
It's all in capital letter.
Case
Yes.
sensitive. Always remember data is case sensitive, not only in SQL, in all the programming languages, like how your password is case sensitive, right? Suppose if my Gmail password is good morning at 1 to 3. If I will write it in this way, do you think I'll be able to log in?
No.
Of course, no, right? Why? Because we all know data is case sensitive, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Especially the passwords, they are case sensitive, right? So that is why the Chennai which I have written here, so you could see all the letters are in uppercase, right? Correct, no?
Yeah.
In this Chennai, the one which you're not getting, here everything is in uppercase. So that's why we are not getting that in the output. Because the Chennai which you are searching, here we have kept only C in uppercase. All the letters are in lowercase. But the John Chennai, all are in uppercase. That's why we're not getting that in the output. Is this point clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I will tell this excuse to the client, it is because of this. Data is case sensitive. I'm not getting it. Do you think client will agree? Client
No.
will not agree.
No.
Client will not agree, right? Client will tell you, Tanvir, I don't know yeah, how your SQL works and all those things. It is your headache. If I know SQL, why I will hire you, right? I can do coding. I will become data analyst. Correct? It is your headache, boss. I am not bothered to why the data is case sensitive or it is insensitive, whatever it may be, Tanvir. I'm least bothered. My requirement is I want all the customers who are from Chennai. And this is a typical communication happens in any project. Client will tell you, I want this. That is your headache, or you will extract it. Are you understanding the problem statement? Right?
Yeah.
So I told to my client, okay, fine, let me solve this. So what I have done here, now I executed this query. Now do you think this is the correct output? This one? Now I got John now.
No. Rest of the records are dropped.
Oh, right. Now I'm not getting the value for the records, right? So if I will tell to my client, okay, now I have this query for you. I have this query for you. And this is the output. So again, client will not agree, right? Client will tell Gary, yaar, what comedy you're doing, Tanvir. Sometime you're showing all of the records. You missed John here. Now here you are showing John, you missed all of the records. So do you think this is a feasible, this is a practical solution? No, right? No. Maybe if I have any other record who is from Chennai, and let's say Chennai is written, let's say in this way, right? Then do you think I will write separate queries for all the different cases possible? Do you think so?
No.
Not possible, right? Are you understanding the problem statement, guys? Is that clear?
Yeah.
So it's not a possible solution every time you will change the uh, case and you will write a query, right? So client is asking it, then this is not a feasible solution, right? Okay. Then what to do? Oh, now I will write another query. This one. Now check. Do you think this is the correct output? What do you think,
Yeah.
guys? Do you agree this
Yes.
is the correct or the expected
Yeah.
output? Now are we getting all the customers who are from Chennai, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is the query. But the question is how this query is getting executed, right? So that we have to try to understand now. And that is the main thing you have to learn in this course. See, it's simple. Okay, I will run a query. I will show you the output. That's not a big deal. But to write complex queries, you should know how the query is getting executed at the backend by the engine. So let's try to understand how this query is getting executed. For that, you have to take the help of this order of execution. So first of all, which keyword will be executed?
From.
From.
Sell.
Raja.
Select.
So no. First from. You are writing select first. This is your way to write query, but engine will not execute in this way.
Okay.
Engine will start with the from keyword. So engine will start with this. So from this engine will understand, okay, oh, user wants data from the Amazon table. So then engine will start searching, where is the Amazon table? 1 minute. It will start searching the Amazon table. So where is the Amazon table? Oh, this is Amazon table. It will take a copy of it. Okay. So this is the Amazon table. Now, after from which keyword? Where? What is the task of where? To apply
Filter.
filter,
Upper
right?
location.
Now, where you want to apply filter?
The location column.
Sorry?
The location column.
No. We are applying filter now on upper location. See, location is different, upper location is different. If I mean upper location, it means I'm telling to the SQL engine, whatever you have in the location column, convert it into the uppercase. That is the meaning of upper location. What is the meaning? In location column, whatever you have, you convert it into the uppercase. So all these locations will be converted into uppercase. But very important point. Where this conversion will take place, do you think it will be permanently converted in this Amazon table? Let me show you that table. This is your Amazon table. Check it. Do you think this location all has been converted into uppercase? No. So when I'm telling it will be converted into uppercase, this conversion will happen in the temporary memory. Is that clear? So don't be under the impression that Tanvir is telling कि in the main Amazon table now all the location will be converted into uppercase. No, not at all. Please confirm me, is this point clear or not?
Yeah.
So where this conversion of uppercase is happening in the temporary memory, please don't be under the impression that Tanvir is teaching us in the main table, the engine will convert the location into uppercase. No. Okay. Now, what you are searching? You are searching this Chennai all in uppercase, right? And where you are searching this? In the upper location column. So now in the upper location column, engine will start searching this Chennai. Okay. Now, is this Chennai same as this Chennai? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
So this is selected. It means this record is selected. Next record. Is this Chennai same as this Chennai? Yes. Selected. So this is also selected. Is this Chennai same as this Chennai? Yes. Selected. It means this is also selected. These two are not Chennai. So rejected. This is again Chennai. Selected. So it's very important to understand at the back end how your engine is executing the query. Then at the last, select will be executed. What is the task of select keyword? To
To display.
display, right? To display. So what to display? All the columns. Now, whatever columns you have, along with the selected records, finally engine will display at the output. That is why when you executed this query, you got this output. Is this point clear? Is this clear, everyone?
Yeah.
Not sure why others are not speaking. Not sure if you are able to understand or not, or is it bouncing, finding it difficult?
No, one thing can be like when
Hmm.
we are putting where clause in here, so
Hmm.
it will only give us the uppercase scenario, right?
Hmm.
Why we are getting all of the things like the lowercase values also?
Because see, when you are telling where upper location, it means you are telling, I want to apply filter on the upper location column. So what engine will do? It will temporarily create this new column upper location in the temporary memory. Let's say in your RAM memory. And here, what all locations you have, each and every location will be converted into uppercase.
Mm-hmm.
And then you are searching this Chennai. So then it will search this Chennai here. Wherever it will match, that record will be selected. But this conversion you have done for this record, no, this Chennai, right? So if you're selecting this record, it means this record will be selected at the backend. If you're selecting this record, it means this record will be selected at the backend. So that is why these all records are getting selected.
Okay.
You can ask a question. Tanvir, you told here all these locations will be converted into uppercase. Then why
Mhm.
still in the output? I'm getting this Chennai in lowercase, this also in lowercase, this Chennai in lowercase, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can ask this question. Tanvir, right now you told us all of this will be converted into uppercase. Then how in the output? See, when I'm executing this output, this one, then why in this output? I could see like the other Chennai, they're in lowercase. This is in lowercase. This is in lowercase. This is in lowercase, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is my
That's
question clear?
yes, yes, yes.
Anyone who wants to give it a try? I'm telling you all this are converted into uppercase, and why in the output still I'm getting this Chennai in lowercase? Why?
Output is coming from the original table, and like
Good,
uppercase is in the local
good,
memory.
good. See, the final data is coming from the original table only. This is the original table. Data is coming from the original table only. Okay. Data is coming from the original table only. This conversion which I'm doing, it is in the temporary memory, but the data is coming from the original table. In the original table, are you changing the case of these locations? No. So that is why the final output will be as it is, which is coming from the table. That is why in the final output, we have these locations as it is. This conversion, I'm repeating n number of times. This conversion is happening in the temporary memory. That is why in the beginning I told many students have this misconceptions. They get confused. Oh, Tanvir is teaching to finally in the main table, the locations will be converted into uppercase. No, this upper keyword doesn't have the power to touch your original table. It cannot modify it. It will be as it is. So what it will do, it will create a separate temporary column and it will start comparing with it. And wherever it satisfies, it will select those records and finally it will display that in the output. Is this clear?
Yeah,
And
got it.
what if you are giving the 10 in the lowercase?
Ah, good question. Good question. Good question. Okay,
I
before I
guess the
answer you,
result would be same.
okay, I will come to that. Before I answer that question, I have one more question here. Suppose I displayed this output. Now the client is happy. Okay, Tanvir, it's good. You are displaying all the customers who are from Chennai, irrespective of the case of Chennai, right? Client will be happy. Okay, you met the requirement. Okay, good. But the client is telling now, okay, then we do one thing. Arvind, John, Ramesh, Tom, they all are from Chennai, but the location case is different. It doesn't look good. Then we do one thing. I want this all the cases in uppercase. You understood my question? Client is telling, okay, when you're displaying this output, Tanvir, I want all this Chennai to be displayed in uppercase. Is this clear? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a doubt. Like that gonna be only for the display part, or the uppercase gonna change in the database as
For display part only.
well? Okay.
For display purpose only, client is telling. Tanvir, when you're displaying this data for 2 minutes, just show this in uppercase. Client is not bothered how it is in the table. Actually, to modify data at a table level is an easy task, but it comes with a lot of confirmations. You cannot go and change it in a table. You have to connect with the business analyst. You have to connect with the solution architect. You have to connect with the client. Then you can do those changes because those data which you are loading here, it is coming from the source, right? That is why you cannot change it as per your wish. Or in general, any modification in project has to be clearly communicated with the client. Never assume anything. Okay. So the requirement is clear. What client is telling? Client is telling, Tanvir, I want all these locations as well in uppercase. So for that, what you have to have one more thing I want to tell you. Sometimes it happens, your client will tell you, Kitanvi, no, I don't want all the columns. Let's say, just show me customer name and location. So what you can do, you can write the columns whatever you want. If you write customer name and location, you will get only customer name and location. Now see, when I will execute this, I'm getting only customer name and location. So in select, it is your wish. What all columns you want to display, you keep it in select. If you don't want to display a column, you remove it from select. Is this clear? Okay.
Tanvi, sorry to interrupt. Could you please record this session? I think it has been stopped.
Oh my God, the session is not recorded. No, it is getting recorded.
I've just seen a notification that recording has been stopped a minute ago.
Oh no, but I could see it is getting recorded actually.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It is getting recorded, but thanks for informing me. Sorry. Session is getting recorded and it will be shared with you after the class. Any questions so far? Okay. So in select, you can keep the columns, whatever you want to display. If you don't want to display a column, you can remove it. Now, suppose if the client is telling it and will show me amount as well. So give comma amount. It will show you now amount as well. Now you're getting customer name, location, and amount. Is this point clear? So select is your playground. Whatever columns you want to display, you keep it here. If you don't want a column, you remove it from here. Got it? Now the client is telling Tanvir this locations. When you're displaying, I want this in uppercase. So which keyword is used to convert this into uppercase? Upper keyword. So now you write here upper. Which means the engine will understand that oh, Tanvir is telling you while displaying the location, convert it into uppercase and then display. So now check the output. Is this all converted into uppercase now? Got it?
Yeah.
But do you think this conversion has been done in the parent table or the original table as well?
No, it's only for the display purpose, right?
Very good. Please don't think this conversion has happened in the original table. No. See, I'm showing you original table. See, do you think it has been converted? Tell me, guys. If you not respond, how I will understand here?
No.
Generally, the batches in which the interaction is very less are the boring batches. Very honest and straightforward here. So try to make the session interactive. Okay. And same problem, we face in project as well. Suppose we have a meeting with client, brainstorming session is going on, requirement gathering call is going on. We will invite data analysts, the software engineers. They will like a statue in the meeting. They will not ask any question. And then we will get a question from the client. The client will tell you how your engineers are not asking questions, then how they will code, how they will analyze, how they will build the product. It's like they're robots. So not only here, even if you are in meeting, official meeting, ask questions. Don't do show off, but you should ask questions to show your presence. Yeah, you are there in that meeting, and then you will get a weightage in your project. Okay. So you could see here that the location is not converted into uppercase, right? Okay, now let's go back to the scenario. I think Rajarshi or someone asked that question. Now suppose, now I will keep it a star only because you understood this. My question is, suppose if I will keep this all in lowercase, now what will be the output? Any idea? Any thought? Sai Krishna is telling error. Okay. Any other thought? Share your thoughts. Don't worry. It's not an interview going on. Share your thoughts.
It will be the same.
Same output. Okay. Someone told error. You told the same output. Okay. I will not execute this query. First of all, let's analyze it. Okay. And then we will execute and check whether our analysis is correct or not. So, okay, you guys will help me now in the analysis. First of all, which keyword will be executed?
From.
From. Good. It means we have to take a copy of the Amazon table. Yeah, Amazon table, Raja bhai. Yeah. So this is your Amazon table. Okay. Then after from which keyword?
Where?
Where. What is the task of where?
Filter?
To filter. Where you want to filter now?
Upper location.
Location.
Very. No, don't tell location, yeah. Otherwise, your interview will start to screen you. You have to tell upper location. Don't tell location. You're not applying filter on location. You're applying filter on upper location. Okay. You're applying filter on upper location. Now, what is the meaning of upper location? Upper
To convert
location means
temporarily the engine to convert everything into the upper case, case sensitive into upper. The work.
correct. Convert everything which is in location column into uppercase.
Uppercase.
Where? In the temporary memory. This conversion will happen at the table level? No. Got it? So whatever you have here, this will be converted into uppercase. Where? See, I'm repeating n number of times. Generally, when I take an interview, candidates, they do mistake here. They will tell me this conversion will happen at the table level. That's all. Your interview is over. Never tell that. This conversion will happen in the temporary memory. Okay. So this has been converted into uppercase. Okay. Now, what you are searching here? Chennai, right? You are searching this Chennai, no? Now,
Yeah.
is this Chennai same as this Chennai?
No.
No.
No. So this is selected or rejected? Rejected.
Maybe
What about
rejected.
this? Rejected. What about this? Rejected.
Rejected.
Rejected. Now tell me, have you selected any records?
No.
No.
No. So what will be the output?
0.
No output. If you have not selected any records, so obviously no output, right? Now see, I'm executing this code. Now verify the output. Are you getting any record?
No.
Is this clear?
Yep.
Yes.
That is why it is very important to analyze your query to understand how the query is getting executed at the backend. So when you're writing upward location, here, whatever you are searching, Chennai, Bangalore, Pune, Hyderabad, whatever, that has to be in uppercase only. If you're writing in lowercase, actually this is a contradictory statement. Engine is confused. Engine is telling here what comedy you're doing, Tanvir. If you are telling me to convert into uppercase, then why you are searching lowercase characters? Are you understanding this point? Now you will think, "Arey, ye to comedy ho gaya. This is a comedy." If I'm telling engine to convert into uppercase, engine has converted into uppercase. Now you are searching lowercase. How is it possible? Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like you are going in a veg restaurant, clearly mentioned this is a veg restaurant, and then you're asking, I want chicken biryani. Comedy, right? Same thing happened here. Similarly, one more query. What about this one? Think and then answer. Don't be in a hurry. What will be the output of this query?
No.
No output. Why you're taking this much time, boss?
No
See,
output.
this is same thing. Upper location. You are asking engine to convert everything in uppercase. Then why you kept few characters in lowercase? Does it make sense? No output. So what is the
Can we
summary?
change it in lowercase also?
Which this upper to lower?
Yes.
You can do that. We'll discuss it tomorrow. But the answer is yes, Ajay. You can do it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So the summary is if you're using upper here, so this has to be in uppercase only. Then only you will get the output. Okay. Fine then. It was a demo class today. I will stop here and then we will continue tomorrow. Do you have any question? No questions? Okay.
So one question, Tanvi, like for the column names, like this is the customer ID, customer name. So this should not be the case sensitive, right?
Good question. In SQL, you have this freedom. The column name, table name, these reserved keywords like select, from, Amazon, where, upper, location, you write this in any case your wish. जैसे लिखना है लिखते रहो. There's no problem. See, this query, I executed, I got the output, right? Now, same query, I will write this select in uppercase. See, everything is in uppercase. I will write this location in uppercase. Means anything here, table name, column name, or anything, write in whatever case you want, your wish. That doesn't matter. You will get the same output. Just SQL is case sensitive with data. Data, no compromise, it is case sensitive. But this column name, table name, or the keywords, you can write in any case, boss, your wish. But in other programming language like Python, you don't have that freedom there. In Python, you have a print statement. You have to write print like this only. If you write like this, it will throw error message because P is in capital letter. But in SQL, you have this flexibility, you have this freedom. Okay.
Okay.
Any
Thank you.
other question? No problem. Any other question, anyone? Okay, fine then. We will share this classroom notes, the workbook, and the recording in your group. Maybe it will take another 1 hour. And then from tomorrow, we'll be having the classes. Those who have enrolled, you have been added in the target group. Those who wants to enroll or to connect, you can connect with me on this number, or you are in the WhatsApp group as well. So you can ping me there. Fine then. So we'll stop here. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.